You know, everybody who's anybody knows that the Batman coming out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some people have already seen it or whatever, but apparently AMC theaters are saying that they're going to be charging more for tickets to see the Batman than other films.
I get it.
I get it too, but it's just like,
Keep it 100.
I mean, are you? It's like, aren't you trying to get? Aren't you trying to get asses in them seats or something? Like, come on now. Like,
Yeah,
what?
but like let's break down. Inflation hit, right? Fair enough. Inflation hit. But if you're talking inflation on like how many showings you gonna put out for a Batman movie? 30 showings a day? Because you have 2 or 3 theaters, right? So you got 30 showings a day, running 3 hours a pop. Right? Because it's a 3-hour movie. So you got lights, staff, everything for 3 hours a pop. Continuing on the same price point, nah, it's not feasible.
It's gonna have to go up because
It has
movies are getting longer now.
Yeah, I can't. You sit for 3 hours. Back in the day when it was an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 30 minutes, yeah, I'm gonna pay $7 for it, $8 for a movie. But talk about 3 hours. I have to get food and drink because I'm not gonna sit for 3 hours for that long. And then you definitely using water and electric because the bathrooms gonna be.
Oh, I'm always prepared for that. If I know it's gonna be a long movie,
I don't
even get nothing to drink.
Yeah,
I get like something light, but they'll be like them little small waters, and I
sip it.
sip it because
keep
if
it
I
wet.
get up and I miss something,
Yeah.
man, I ain't doing it.
You gotta come back. Hey, what I miss?
Yeah.
So this happened. This and this. I was gone. Tell me after. So you got to deal with that, and so like I get, and then like I said, the price of food. I don't know about you, but I know cost of oil, food, of anything has gone up. So if you're meeting that merch, cost of movie tickets gonna go up. Cost of food there is gonna go up.
I mean, not even that, but they're saying like specifically this movie, they're gonna be charging more. Specifically this movie
Because of the length. I would do it just off the length alone. Like, and the fucked up part is what I'm probably, I'm just foreshadowing. It's going to be the consistent price going forward. Once because you do it to Batman, Batman's not going to be the first 3-hour movie that comes out. They're going to put out more 3 hours, two an hour.
I mean, I feel like this is basically gonna how it's gonna be for a lot of the big, like, overly marketed movies, like those big blockbuster movies that come out. You're gonna have those are probably gonna be. It's gonna be where theaters are only gonna be for those movies. Any other movie is gonna go out to a streaming service, or even if it's attached to a company. Those movies, like, they're not gonna hit theaters. They're going to. It's gonna be, hey, watch from home, and they might have it in theaters, but it's gonna be like, only a few showings. But those big name movies, those are gonna be the ones that are gonna be like, hey, only in theaters. It's gonna cost this much. It's just.
But in that regard too, you have to. How has AMC?
I think that's just how. I think that's just how the movie, like the movie theater experience, is gonna survive. Just having just big name movies only, and just it's gonna be more. They're gonna have to make it into more of an experience, like iPick. They're gonna have to change they're gonna have to change how theaters are.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna see more iPick style movies. And how some AMC theaters, they have the bar and all that stuff. You're gonna see more of that. It's gonna be more of an experience. Like, they need to bring back having going to see a movie in the theaters be an experience instead of just, hey, we're just going to the movies.
Right. Well, yeah, but at the same time, though, I think because of COVID made this also a choice too. Because they couldn't sustain movies the same way, like you said, because Matrix and Black Widow and all the movies are supposed to be.
They both were like, hey, stream at home or in theaters.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
And plus, I think because of that and the whole lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson, now certain companies are gonna be like, okay, you know, we gotta also account for we gotta pay these people. Pay these people, we gotta do this. We gotta negotiate. We gotta do different contracts for this and that. How are we gonna make money back?
But you're in your film industry. Was it production companies? People who put out the movies. If like, was it film line, whatever, red line, whatever. What do we say?
New Line Cinema.
New Line Cinema.
New Line Cinemas put out a movie. They have to give it to Netflix, Amazon. One of them to put it out, to put it onto the theaters. Like they could drop the theaters and guarantee money coming in, but it's not going to be the same amount of money because you have to fight with the other people who are doing the streaming services who are putting out just as good movies. So it's like people are gonna, you know what I mean? Like the battle for filling the seats aren't just getting harder. They might as well just have, like you say, blockbuster movies and only that at AMC theaters. There'd be no sense to putting in any like the Netflix movies, Red Notice.
Mm-hmm.
Or like even though Red Notice had star cast, The Rock,
I don't even
Ryan
think
Reynolds.
when it comes to like movies now, it's not even gonna be about star power or drawing power. Because I mean, nowadays, any actor can have that kind of drawing power.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even about the actor anymore. It's just about like, yo, is the movie
gonna hit?
Does the movie capture people's attention? Like, who's doing the movie? Like, more people are now more into, okay, well, who's directing the movie? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? Like,
And then where's it getting shown? Because like if it's getting shown in the theater, I know it's gonna be gas. Because now that's how I'm seeing movies now. If I see the movie go straight to a streaming service, or the streaming service is like, yeah, it's gonna be gas, but it's not. It wasn't gas.
or even if it's part of, like, say if it's part of the MCU, if it goes straight to like, if it goes straight to the streaming service, like, oh, well, it'll still be good, but it's like
it's
it's
not
not
blockbuster worthy. That's what I'm saying. Like when I say blockbuster, we're not gonna
how much of marketing that they did for the Batman. You got it on Little Caesars. You got it.
That's what I'm saying.
You got it on ads everywhere, on TV, on social media. You got all the marketing in your face 24/7 for this one movie.
Like
So of course they're gonna, like, AMC theaters are gonna be like, okay, let's take advantage of this now. Everybody's gonna come see this movie.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying is missing from the other movies that are even on streaming services. Like the marketing behind them, for they put them out and they pay for them, but they don't put enough marketing as you would for a blockbuster movie, which I get. But at the same time, though, you can still put.
I think that has to do with budget too.
And how is it a budget when you technically speaking you have a consistent budget coming in because you're a streaming service. So even with a budget, you can still say you have a check coming in next month that you could use directly for marketing. Because the following month you got another check from subscriptions coming in. You know what I mean? Like I'm not so like in streaming services, the lack of marketing that they're doing is like for the movies that they have on their services. Y'all have blockbusters. Was Up in the Air, the Leonardo DiCaprio one?
Don't Look Up.
The Don't Look Up, yeah, Don't Look Up one, whatever it is. That could have made it into theaters.
I mean, but then again, I mean, for some of these like streaming service movies, like they go based on word of mouth. Because if you have enough people on social media saying, "Oh, this movie's good," like you're gonna get people watching this movie. Like I ain't never heard of Squid Game, but I've seen everybody talking about Squid Game, so it's like, yo, maybe I might watch this show because enough people are talking about it.
But in your example, you only referenced the series, though. I give you on the series. I'm not 100%. I agree with you 100%. But like we talking like movies, like name a movie on Amazon or Sony or whatever that's brand new that's popping.
Well, not brand new, but I remember when Bird Box had came out.
They
word of mouth was the reason why a lot of people watched it.
But how long ago was that?
That was a while ago. That was before the pandemic.
And then since then, they've had. I'm not saying they haven't had good movies. They have had excellent movies on there, but I'm barely hearing them. And I get more and then you get more controversy from Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle got more marketing just because of his special and how viral it went than you do with like half the movies they could have put funding to get the same type of marketing behind it. And all I'm saying is, for a blockbuster movie like Batman, because they put that marketing behind it, I could see them putting it into theaters. If you put the marketing behind the movie, even though it's a Netflix movie, you can still say Netflix original in a theater. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Why not put that? Why not have that? And
I mean, but who would really go see a Netflix like when you have Netflix? Who would really see a Netflix movie in theaters?
I would if it was marketed right. And like I could only get the first
Like
access.
something that you're already paying for this for the streaming service for the
I'm getting,
movie.
but I get early access and I could pay for it. You know, like you saying you want
That's
the
that's the
experience.
same thing. No, that's the same thing as like when Black Widow had the little like exclusive access or something that
Right.
because of Disney Plus.
But why would I pay $30 for it? I'll pay $30 to go to a theater and see it early access. You get what I'm saying? Like the logic of it to be like, hey, I'm gonna charge you $30 even though you're already paying subscription to then watch this movie early on as it comes out in theaters. It's like, nah, I'd rather just market it for me to be in theaters. I'll watch it and then give it to me in the streaming service a week, 2 week, 3 week, a month later, whenever. I'm fine with that. But like if you're gonna give early access to all the movies that they're saying that you have to pay just to watch it for 24 hours too, $30, G? My man. I'd rather I'd spend more money at a theater to watch the same movie. And then be annoyed that the movie was trash.
Yo, this whole thing right here is just basically explaining how like like from here on out, I can see movies being more expensive in theaters now.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be like paying for the ticket to see a play.
But I will say this though, you're almost gonna get play quality work if anything. I guarantee this Batman movie is gonna be one you could say should be like a play.
Or at least worth the amount of admission.
Right. Yeah. I agree to that.
We'll have to see. I mean, comes out tomorrow, so we'll see.
Gonna be gas. I'm just excited because it says it's gonna have all those three genres of the movies. I loved all of them. 7 was dope.
My energy and my goosebumps is waiting for the lights to just.
I'm ready. Ready for it. But yeah,